Yeah. Otila. Otila. Sa? Ah. Otila, Otila. Step in, hip hop, jump into it. Just about a minute to hit 3. Good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in to Peace 1043 FM. Hey, we are saying yes, yes, bio. Mamuna Hama Kwaba. Where did he? Me say, where did he? We are now. When you be a project, it's not as if they met me up. Wow, so when did he? Bisana mi busakeke. Hurry up and out in Ghana. Ghana branch here to highlight for you. Me call. Me wow. Obe fimi debi ampa. Nyumwe wa mo say ure boy nyumi no wa hwia no bi aka so o boy nyum na mo obi enso ono anu abo no nyum timi de msem a meme wa ha men ko be bia men tise ala be da so ofie ha men ko be bia meme nya ala nchremanti o Baba na say Mrs. Yami hope you be pochi me. Banas kan mu edua. Ebi amedu pochi so. Isa kukuru Ghana sika nyina wo de breme. Me nti so rala nchamanti me bofie ha se ya. Me jana just me jai radio. Oh, me don't cry, no be in the sun, oh, dada, oh, boy. Otilo, inquire me, what I mean now, so can't I? And you will be Bama Rala and Chamante. Was your Tila or call a free MPP? Wabre. I see that be mobile fino MPP for that be mobile fino. Ah. Alan say, Otila wako. There be mobile fino papa MPP for Mubahu. Peace FM. Hurry up, no. Just what would you tell? And I won't sway. Alanko wako. Ala. Wako. And your party ego. Ego say. Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Best radio.
News on your number one station.
It's the weekend. Let the good vibes take over. Only on your favorite station.
With your favorite station.
Live, digital, and on your smartphone. Your radio is hot.
What on the jump on the other fucking
Entertainment review.
and then it's a woman in some entertainment. I bring another
Entertainment review.
President up on the front and I see you.
Medase no fans no na me mo akwa ba biom sabere no me nsa ba pausima enum entertainment review dwumedie enebna September da to so oduonu nsia na kwesi abo agima tena se nyamenko a menem mpamfo se ni awte se na si kan wo enwum no mu no kojoki na tena se we nyum foforo ne to so ba mienu ode aba yebebo ama onsana ewie dwumedie tile kue ni pa so atena se Sansu na Sammy Usu Asari, Sammy Rasta, and so at Transi, we studio no hanu say na Yanshi and Common say a na what you mono Minister for Tourism, Art and Culture, Dr. Awa, Edin Sembi to Jabre Kupi ye Kumasi Efa Air Tourism. Na Ninsemwa Waka yeno, Ebia wonti ayen sema Minister Kaina Yentie na Ora Canada Japan. Akasafa ye asemwa Minister Tourism Art and Culture Dr. Wadi Tujano Rakeni de pon make say or campaigning tour ni US abridge memuna and same Wadi Tujano ebi abebe yen komodie but the Minister of Tourism Art and Culture Dr. Wa yenti no niamra.
There are funerals, people gather places. What we want to do with GTA, Government Authority, is that one of the funerals would also find tourist attractions in those areas where the funerals occur. So that when they finish, we're going to serve a lot of Ghanaian dishes at the funerals, Ghanaian drinks, sobole and co. And then we can also bus the funeral, those that attend the funerals, to key tourists. If it's funeral in Ashanti, we bus them to key sectors in Ashanti. Ghanaians love funeral, and it's voluntary. For example, there's a funeral here, we'll make an announcement. There's a bus. You are in Kumasi, we're in Kumasi, that's what I talk about Kumasi. We can go to Bonwere. The kente is there. People are selling kente. They sell at Sanders. When you go there, you spend the money. We are buying them free. When we go to that area, from there are restaurants and truck bars. They go and sit down there and eat. They'll buy water. They'll buy artifacts. They're enriching the rural economy by providing jobs. That's why you want to say we're encouraging people to take advantage of our funerals to explore tourist attractions and to deepen our cultural assets, thereby creating jobs for our youth.
So, Dr. Awab, the Minister of Tourism, Art and Culture, no this answer me the two job. It here from Becca, Mimi na cry this asemi enkomo. Emma Mekaise, Minion Mubia, and Pamfo, you want much dream, say a good initiative to say, Asempa Papa, Sana Moe, and Amoa, or the Ababatoy, Asempa. Na enkomo ebeto jai, ebeto ja, na Ora Canada Japan akasafa asemi ya minister adwinkyerei ana na mo won pese wo mutu eye ministry no se wo mo fa bo ba ku de kumun ma mienu ana mo fa bro nya ho no ma we crackers ni nyina ne se obi nya yie when ye ye no wɔn betimi de bus aba besi wɔn fa saa akonya no bi enye yie no nipa dɔm ebi on ba akɔgye nipa akoro wɔ yie no ministry no wɔn so wɔn nenam na wɔn hwɛ amanfoɔ eyie ase na wɔn de bus na wɔn ɛka akyerɛ amanfoɔ so we ɛyɛ free bus mommra na mombɛfo bus no na yɛmfa mo nkɔ yɛnsrahwɛ enti wɔn man fato no for instance wɔka se o ebi akumase na obi enya yie wɔ kumase na wɔkɔ akɔgya na wɔn de bus aba besi o free bus na ya ka kyerɛ m sɛ mommɛsi mommeankɔ bɔnwure na yɛnkɔhwɛ te sɛ bebi a yɛnwe nkente no na no no wura Canada Japan akasa fa ho sɛ so bolo enko no ɔmo si ɔmo bɛhyɛ no wakasa yɛntie wura Canada Japan
abegyina ka kyerɛ sɛ ebe promote ayiye Jesus Christ we was a minister ayiye me tia de no wura homa wow ayiye some pro way na uka ese Canada Japan odidi atem we atem didi me na na ka o so be jo bla de fu ayiye afedia ye be fa bus hello komodi so ma mi be wuntam na ma mi wa se die tourism for the bus and the baba I know who Yatigana, the oldest Bible a white man, the Portuguese, brought to Africa to spread Christianity. Elmina Catholic Church. Is that? The oldest Bible in Africa, Elmina Catholic Church, because we don't showcase it, we don't market it. Western Church. What is wrong with that? This one is PhD. This simple thing. Those who have PhDs will tell you that they will go and buy buses for a funeral. They have PhDs. This is a symptom. LA Middle School in Bronx. When you tell them the truth, oh, can I Japan? Nanoya. Like your presidential material. Into presidential material, when we do quiet man, these are supporters of Dr. Baumia. Wait. Odino. The family Yakubu. Or Kwamaju school. Also, one called those days one called Tina Otumika Kakraman on your true show. Any a go school, Papa, or Sikwami, Gillette Kalmami. Meanwhile, Tiano. Wakai kakrao na ontia sie yi ndi mo za so gina odu titiro ose fama we ya me amekwa na disco kura bitimika we we so person who improve tourism in Ghana, a whole tourism minister we say ever fan bus akwe Jesus Christ say anything na we see in presidential material dey available. Ufi said people be a minister and they come out with bogus policies like this. Bogus. Me, Canada, be a president, I will simply place a call to the minister and say that the statement that we just made, you are not competent to be a minister for tourism. Resign. Myopic thinkers. We need men with big dreams, vision, foresight. That is the only way we can develop the country. And you see.
Canada Japan and all this answer me the two job. Minister for Tourism, Art and Culture, Nancy Mwaka. Where you say Muamoti at the Honum say. Chikasa obiate nya afina me ba be chirichirim me mfa bi nka ho ntima me mra studio no hanum sei na me mpamfo nso amatena sei same usu asare wa hanum sei tile kua nipa Kojo King me sha se fitili so esan se me na ye di community se a good initiative ora Canada Japan say we myopic thinking just say I say adwenia won dwen bebe hu ye nu akire was a bogus policy. bogus policy. Tilly.
Last Saturday, I agreed to it because to me it was a laudable, a very reasonable say me to kwaya call your friend is in Kumasi. Na so will be say after Kumasi trip na ye na me kono me team ya share at that side me advantage I may take it part. It was good until say apparently papa na ade a wo kamini ni say a year so no mo the buses and patcho enye correct me na me who say enye correct say if I say a year if I say Kumasi na buses it wa o pese o call if I say o ko hwa another tourist site mention no na wa join the bus to join a year na say that is the part. But if it is what I think it was Saturday, then I agree it is a laudable thing because say a pass me ko Kumasi and me ko maybe to say northern region. Now me on my own, I cannot go and explore the tourist sites. After I will take that advantage and do that. But say or kase, me find say a year new cost no mo so the bus and I'm airport for my baho. Eko e de omo consider sha e na ye problem because e basa wo go be here. But nonetheless I de me ne pass
omo wie yie na
omo wie laudable very laudable because obi wo ha ofre ye ba obe rent place obe da wo ho asa the next morning we drive but into some another experience whilst you are there. I really don't see anything wrong with it.
But me musa because o say wo de wo na wo de wo shame. But don't just put yourself in because in your be no situation because e be say I mean maybe only share. I'm just putting like that. Yes, only you.
Oh no, me to ask, don't worry.
So, me fancy my baby jawe ye. Na senya me share tie. Me kura me pentem kura na masam be chi na my baby ejuma mo nyama bebre bia meye. And me ye obi nso ejuma. Se me de me ho kura na me ya me ejuma na me ya. Wan kwa ubuada. Except so office okay. What wa say be a wa wejuma no kra no enti efi so you have plan minim say be a wo kono plan no e ka ho say well Ministry of Tourism edika bus be si hanum say o de be si honum si a metnem na ma construct hwe I imagine say wo fi hanum say wo kono enti na mbisa say be ati say wo ni hwe ye but wo won hye me boa
and I make say I think last week Saturday me can say they are not forcing anybody to join them. E ya wona wo kwa we to kwan e na wo hwa e bia me da ho ana e be free ho anwumre ye ni ye me pese me kohwe bi omun share obi that is the thing. Enti wona wo hwa wo schedule e bia wo ye adwuma bi I was me back to Accra that same day. O plan is say we dey join the bus bia e ko tourist site. But wona me na me dey me ho as I said I realized schedule me nam no it would be good craft for me to even go and look at these beautiful places. Tourism is not a compulsory venture. You want to do it out of leisure and to go and what Obian said because Chinchina Chawako Yentino, show and I'll go jaw Bina say the bus Chinchina move away from your schedule and no Obia, one Osha was schedule now Osha time I was only free Kumasi ba Accra. Now be your time ni be akoshe epubia na Kumasi apona ho. Akoshe bibi wo Kumasi a lake bia na we bia. No why
okay.
Moving on to the next comment of Mr. Kennedy Japan there no. Per this understanding, person bisa I think so no so the interview be echo viral like bisa ne say the plan of and or see nyum or mama ye nyum bi na yera na assassin ni God bless her home na Ghana some people now or dey nyum any creative art e be ye no or no dey any sorry to say laudable na because no see be the question about the creative art ni how he can use it or see obema ma ye nyum enyum be na ye enyum be na on be ya Ghana for be ya e dey patriotism be ba e dey say yera assassin
oh also you come on say no can asem we I don't know all can asem now na me tia back in okay so here for my fan to you Tilly we but Deputy Minister for Tourism, Art and Culture Uramako Krikumante in fact Michelle man fan to you what to me enkrase ewie wo ba besrae wo be studio no hanom say na and come away cry to grab your one so can be. Then you can say, Mimmin day, you crown wise over by studio, not BB. If you can't, na name I went to me, man, TV. Yashem Komoyasi, our baby do have saying T4. Yeah, Kosuna, me assure some the Deputy Minister for Tourism, Art and Culture. Wababe do fear, dear, me assure so bet me a chat in common with you, but Mamma Tilly, MWA na semno, na menko in Yanwa, Omakaso, Mukase, we are now about Deputy Minister, so no one so etimi aboy Tilly.
Because honestly, the
number me say, Niana may be more, maybe can say, I want drink. And me pass about between men and but who some now can come be back me be a maybe but
imagine about the damn say Sebe Honorable Kennedy Japan or any say na kobema 1 or 2 examples of tourism driven idea. No. Osre papa no osre na wa mu PhD no de ko fa letter bi ni ade but sa funeral on part of about oka say Bible. No, Pacho, Mitie Pan. The man said, the man has said now all can. Tourism is not compulsory. Tourism is not compulsory. What the man said, where I understood it from, no, say me ko wa, na say me will be or do me be chin wa after me funeral na that me first opportunity no. But me so Honorable Kennedy Japan Martini say o can about creative any the obey ye ni ade ade ono so de no kan no say be it didn't hold water for me sir enti me power chowo eyesiri na yesiri ya ho ana say eyasem na down na ye ka but if say na kana I agree with Honorable Awao. This thing is laudable to me. I know young people like me who will take the opportunity to actually tour if there is an opportunity to do funerals on be
okay. A year no crowd won't queer ye.
And if you can remember queer if you can tourism to my queer
Mate Mamma Samuel Usu sorry Sammy me too. What ye the minister nin some of the atuja my boy a year Canadian Japan so nin some me too.
Okay, I think sir funeral tourism bra a year Honorable Deputy Minister Ekan ho assembly bi na me kai say one of the tourism guy Kwame Bodwan so can say if say Oman hwene with the implementing it will sound like obi ebusuani ewu ebusuafo edi eyaw then eno honum na wayo adwen say we de eyawdie na people are mourning their families na hona ode ba be ye tourism drive but I feel say funeral tourism there enka mimi hunu say there are funeral tourism ewo ho a etimi esi wo any country and I say funerals bi wo ho no ma eba oman bi mu a you can take advantage of it at the aton oman especially yenyina say the Queen of England ewu ye no yenim the activities that is involved the funeral no the funeral celebration no ema amam panyimfo people travel all over the world to witness sa kese no a course England no enti sa niema no ena ye hwe yenya Ghana hanso otumfo say to ni maame free mu no o share the activities involved sa funeral celebration no it's more like a festival enti enom sa bi na say the ministry no be develop bibia e betimi ama enkofo free other areas aqua witness such funerals that is not just a usual funeral bia a tesisa but a see once in a while activities near mamre wo ho no our culture no e maniton ye fe enti say if that is what the funeral tourism no kodia then I feel say is a laudable idea but yet e man no da bia ni pewu memne da bia ye na said na okay say me yonku bi ma me ewu na say adwuma me ye ne ho ne ma me kwaku jam no na maba. I don't think that is where you drive the tourism say any wa ba sentiment mu dia me take your opportunity na me de wa kwa akohwehwe ho ne ma. I think we should yem peja discussion mu ntra say isa anti eye koso wo almost every parter what Ghana Hanuma tourist center will be begins every weekend be a year cost. So how many buses are they going to use? And I say no you best select and saying if there are explanations to it on how to execute it, actually it should be presented very well. But as to how it was presented in the news now echo around media, to me it looks more like I say obi ewu na ye kwa yusu obi eyi hu de akwa tourism. And to say they not till can honorable Kennedy Japan asem. When I watched the video, me share that compare the full video of the presentation and I wish said till you could see because the plans on you know there. I just brought in this because can say on can be bia. But to me, I watched his video. He talked about the center of the world. Baby, videos where I address this issue, no. So you need to maybe watch it. Sometimes you share the small way now. I watch it, and he talk about the facility or see baby the center of the world, longitude and latitude meeting for tourist attraction. He talked about.
But that's not even the first time. I mean, Waka. I think there was the first time I can't be about tourism. Interview on Asasi Radio. I don't cry come because you're discussing and only some of the plans or tourism in your account. Subsequently, why interviews are what can man?
Me cry the video or can't same way say free mono. That is where I pick it from. And he has said a lot about the things I know fees or bar or bebabe. But I think say this discussion may be a presentation in my MNTS there because say ubi a way a buses be kuko yase and I say after that they are called Franco for the Omako Tourist Center there. Why can't I dear you? Obian for Subia, but to me, it's not something that will drive more people to tourist centers. To me, it is not something. Okay. But say, young fan say a year be or hinkes ye be atonu bonkum so na ni funeral a whole lot like a festival and ye ma beko so be a 5 days 3 days no ye provision say mo hu say ye say be a ohini bi say anase ye ohini bi ye anase opanyini we ye say e wo this area no tourism authority no organize people to go and see that culture and also take advantage to see it. And I think that's one. Okay. It's a more explanation from the deputy minister or Hanum say.
Could you before I make call deputy minister?
Yeah, bro, question me my really concern about local tourism. Say na say ye border road say omo manoneno omu chomani mra Ghana na yewo bia pa bibra ombetimi aba na omani agi na omabesua yenso yamamre ene yamane but utumu se timamufo no dia se ye ni nse da ni timamufo no so the drive for local tourism no is very low because so obi to kwan ba obehia Ghana ni bia ono so se wote de ekoso na se a obetimi na di nkoma kyerɛkyerɛ na niema even places baby okɔ ebi obi kɔ baby wayera Ghana ni no betimi ahia no wakyerɛ no ofa aha obenya duane we wa ha obenya we wa ha eti the awareness creation in terms of local people no about tourism drive na ekoso no me hu ne say very low metie honorable minister voice na metie asie say opese or she Ghana phone cry say yema yaninka tourist site na no enti kwan a omo be fa so ne say bia aye koso no ko pe ba bia dom den ewo and yenim say aye so etwe edom pa enti say omo ko aye ase omo benya nkrofo na omo ne omo kasa na omo ne omo akọ na wakọ akọhwe me hu ni say approach ni dey say a bit of a lazy approach kakra fi say me the ubo say ye bo na ye de ma Ghana for ti ase education say koso ebi o schools mu radio so on the street na yɛte aseɛ sɛ tourism ɛkɔ so wɔ man mu ne yɛpɛ sɛ Ghana for condo na ɔmotumi kɔ and ayie ne sɛ ayie nyanim sɛ ne ayie tie sɛ ayie ba ɛyɛ su ne odwadwo ne benabo ɛyɛ ade ehu pa ɛyɛ serious thing because yɛkɔ a yɛde hyɛ na afiri mu
ade ato amanfo ani
ade ato amanfo ani
amanfo ani abre
besewie yɛsɛ besewie ani bre ni agye kojan ni agye brisi yɛni abre pa meka sɛ owie na ɛkaba ɛsɛ otutu ka enti sɛ me dream switch no the switch from when you say tourism so there
una ade ato ani una wo ka be fie ya beja wo ne ka be fie man
omunyina dabi ona wa obeja me no wo be paper mani wam ni suo what am I say? Oh, be people many wemu any so. I'm here looking at the switch because se oko tourist site na most ebi wa akwa ni jedi
na minim se wo hu aye ni bi nansen a se omutimi ye na kobo be no nsia na afi amanfo asese omo ho afi no be party ankasa wo hu bi wo hu
so say ho atare na ba ye switch ye switch from esuno na ye de ayeden ye de asre kakra na ye de agigi ye because yesu kura eja him I'm thinking of the switch fi say ebia sa o de me call lake ho no me call say bia me de be chichimere so I'm here thinking of a year mood how to switch quickly from say wadi arewa no to oko baby akohwehwe dem anaso akosua de and even time because the Friday and the Saturday no for serious business Sunday no na you say now ya see nipa na wi ntia fe ya dodo ye ho kakra
Deputy Minister am here so betimi acheche ni nyina mu kojo but before mema Deputy Minister Kwaba na ye di nkobo no enkomo ebeto dwa about this funeral tourism ni ade na nhwehwemu kakra a bit of research then I just stumbled on this story published by GNA somewhere in 2018 I think to be precise June 26 2018 now this is the story. It says funeral tourism gaining popularity in Ghana and I'm saying so I'm checking the date and Deputy Minister idea which means that idea we cry no and said I know my idea sir. So the story says that funerals, among other rites of passage, are becoming a common savior of foreign tourists in the country and must be considered by the tour operators and agencies. Mr. Yao Jide, local tour guide of UK Tours, has said. Now, he said the rich culture and colorful attraction of funeral event, particularly among the accounts, provided valuable content for travel bloggers with good appetite for culture tourists. Mr. Jide said this when he guided about 70 travel journalists and bloggers from selected African countries who were in Ghana for the Accra Wezo through popular sites within the Eastern and the Volta regions. Now, he noted that 1 week celebrations of the deceased persons especially were major attractions. Now, the tour guide said funeral events were attended by a significant number of celebrated individuals and had become fertile grounds for networking and love sporting. Ti okoso ana kinka and some opinion and say say ye eba yes ade ato amanfo ni esu eni ye twadwadwo but ade a ye betimi de nsrahwe adwuma no nso enso de abata na chese ye fabro nya ho ne ye repa no ne ye renkokọ saa na opese o kire mamema Deputy Minister Akwaba na ye ni nkomo Honorable Okrekumanta Akwaba
enia kwazi
na bokodie
onyankopon adom
okay
yo
Nyedi kan story ya me kan 2018 but that time no mo nya idea we
2018 kra na me mini ministry ho obehwa funeral tourism adi best start no me kan say Dr. Awa ene ekwa yi akwasi agema maame yi ewo dunkwa onofin no kofa bai eti yes na mini office ho
okay
and say adwuma makofa to me ho so no ma be se me chia yinsu anofo ko woni mi say won nua won ba won wo fa ase Okrekumante and then Mamba Peace FM.
Yeah.
When we say Peace FM, so I insure footy pa Mitia won. Ubia as a party executive, Mabusha Funina or Yamichubia. Na say I had it honorable I pay Taiba. Timaba Muslim family dim fem. You. Now again, now say I said because a ministry you mean follow your papa. But Brown Hotel, that's right.
Oh, at the house myself, you did be a can boom the Dr. Sequam, that's why no here.
Hey, that's a share advert to be this way chocolate drink. It's as if you had one Jim.
Now, the idea for one of this way chocolate drink.
It just what's your advert, American? And you want to one. Hey, music producer. And to our this wedding or the music room. Oh, nice promo. Yeah, you mean the pa. I mean, it's a motorable.
Be a TV na. Yeah, no.
Okay. Oh, I enjoyed it. Good one, pa. The Michia bra. Michia doctor. Forisa Fonso.
Oh, Matunka. So, sending out church we dear. Not just as a funeral tourism e crano. Obiasu hu da dada enya de bone e bia se ne bi pese o mchente se enya de bone because se Uraji de yi ka ho asema e se o tour guide of the UK tours na che se 2018 crown no ka se o we ya de bia e se Ghana etimi hwe ni ye pa e betimi afa enhu de enya sika which means enya de bone sa but wa be de bomodi ana kire ya ye ntiase yi asem a o minister de to dwa this whole come about funeral tourism no dia de pa chichimu ye ni antiase
kwasi meda say for the opportunity because feed that sasemi me can be e go round but omo the chairman at a point in time but me minister e ko kan I send a wa from kra well just say ne taboo ene wa ko boso na enye me ho.
But the engineer officer my bansa because if you say how we see can on the chim na the presentation na ama kobanesa because again if story here 2018 which means that this whole idea of funeral tourism no e idea bia e wo honum saying is it the case be a presentation na am for problem with it
nipa trust story no maybe na e policy bankofo funeral anyway. But yemfa aban to me and can say a idea as policy. It is any part of church. You should say the media if you open a whole story.
But apart from that, you're born in Ninunsu. Ninunsu is all over.
Good. But also I'm popular. But minister of a state is not to support. Now, question as it's becoming a policy. I know government is already. They find fault with government than the private sector. It is the fact that government person can, what is in for him? Why would he want to do funeral tourism? If you cry or a Muslims will be able to say who are the chair and one. So what is his interest? Our person pushy funeral tourism. Until my found fanya me bim. Me who say, my name is like my boy no book in Japan. Didn't have but me by Marty say Maka say ni speech be speech in my TV. Some unfair comments in our bem.
When him say be a mean sense should be on a tea in a year.
Métier.
Wait,
okay. Sometimes some unfair comments.
Okay, all right.
In our home, yes.
Okay.
The truth is that I am speaking as the Deputy Minister for Tourism.
Okay.
Ubi him say me about me. Manya careful. Na kwate faso ko baby pe. Is about me adwuma no be. I'm doing pure tourism work.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with Baumia.
Okay.
Can Japan or Alan. Maybe I'm saying also. Oh, can
so Matthias Musa.
Maybe quite about front top by me.
So at Otilo ko we free mu.
Or now fight Jimmy. You. Be quite bomb.
No, I don't pay bonita.
Oh, well, it's become a new song all of a sudden.
And you know, come boy and bo, name so him say Kofi B when you butterfly. Featuring I think Shaka said the other day.
Enemy said
oh, Kofi B when you butterfly.
What's that going to selection? It's I will touch on some of the political officials, say Penyifo, when I the president, Ghana for perception about this whole thing. I mean, me sure say after then we'll lay this to rest once and for all, because maybe you make details, Palmer, you appreciating them more. ABR because near public education on it, will be for face value, and people are ridiculing it and all of that. Again, you know, we unfortunately we have a country Adibia will be in Tiasen wrong. Instead of us to allow people like no be vision. And then I may share me research kakra. Minister Mokai Flojo. No athlete. Female Jamaica. Florence Joyner.
Yeah.
But not to become a US.
Yeah, America, yeah, Florence Joyner.
The record crimes have been between breaky. And no much was a record our no yet ujat nail. That time now me no we school no. Ni enim say man nail is artificial. That time no kutumrika o nail tin and then a brand. As no colors or them. Bia finger bia that time me kwese abaje me no ye age mate me nim say that time me no ni enim hu say bibi sa ho. Just like Michael Jackson dey contact lens a thriller in 1983. They name say contact lens. At the time Ghana need news high level to know say be the contact lens. See Mike Johnson know aye jinamwa. But na contact lens. Jadi bia ya eba na wo want say the vision na netard in the chin. You are likely, because you don't understand, you are likely to say things enyampa, especially when it doesn't seem to agree with your culture. Intimate baby I won't say a culture. Oh, me this year woo na person say, me this year woo na person say. So ne once and for all Yemfankugu. Mr. Chefi, the definition of tourism. I see say Utio Nabokan Japan, his perception about tourism is more of the Dubai edifice, man-made. But we have natural Nyamaswa air tourism. It will no Messi we waha boni nim yepembi abekam. And I want to appreciate him for even seeing tourism as something he can use as a leader to bring money to Ghana, because it is true. Tourism comprises the activities of persons traveling to and staying in places outside their usual environment for not more than one consecutive year for leisure, business, and other purposes. It's a general definition of what kind of most books about tourism will be any. It's a time bia nipa ebe move from one place across another place. And you comfort zone say ni fie the environment geographical bia no, or you're tourist, and that is why we say that almost Adibia qualify for tourism. It's business Kumase could number of days what damn business tourist. It's funeral on the map upon the camp funeral tourism, and I say the people live where they live and go to another geographical and if they move like that, could do 2-3 days in the name of funeral. They are funeral tourists, whether they like it or not. Because when they go, they spend. When they go, bibia or you when fear na a man is spending economic benefit about our community ni mono. And more by tourists. Nti some way somehow we become funeral tourists anyway. That is why Papa no now so true item also here we kind. Golden tulip to Lancaster. Upa kwa check say golden bean. What keeps them in business? A funeral.
Kumasi.
Yes. AWA passion. Upa be almost say then they keep you more in business. Don't mention funeral. So what type for AWA? What question for AWA? Okay. Yeah, ko try to baby business ro. No, the same business ro. Tuntum, what the play anymore? Tuntum ngwa. The way you see Friday, Thursdays, almost say tuntum baby. Yeah, na say tuntum me question e ko support say 5 pack election bi.
Yeah.
Na me kakra bi say tuntum wo. Nti statistics no e wo ho. Uper crowd, man, don't go and look for any data. What I for plane, even VIP bus over the weekend. So who could jineni mona wofa basa tuntum. A lot of people wear black, which means most of them equal a year. A few of them will be just fashion. We should tuntum, but crash blue or down. And so, whether we like it or not, funeral tourism hold it up. Me who say opinion na say a comment be say well any ideas to the funeral and the person it's I will share some with you. There is dark tourism. It be not on that. Dark tourism. That's how it is branded. It is called dark because
I don't know yet.
Okay, dark tourism because tourism nankasa fa nyama negative. Making can be home. Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park, Japan, a memorial site commemorating the atomic bombing of Hiroshima, providing insight into the devastating consequences of nuclear warfare. Enya sempa, but a site.
Why war no bomb no to Hiroshima? No?
The dad, I know.
Yeah,
baby can't walk to a tourist site. And Kenya sempa, but so be it. Somebody's interest. Chernobyl. Okay, see, that story we why public international law. Chernobyl case, you know.
Yeah.
Correct. Chernobyl exclusion zone, Ukraine. This area offers a glimpse into the aftermath of the 1986 nuclear disaster, including abandoned buildings and radioactive landscape. Cambodia. Visitors can learn about, I know it's called killing fields. Killing fields, Cambodia. Someone know police in what is that? Okay, good. Visitors can learn about the atrocities committed by the how to pronounce it, Khmer Rouge regime in the 1970s, where thousands were tortured and killed. A tourist site. So Ghana, remember Ghana.
But before I call Ghana, no, again, me research you be say your cemetery tourism.
Yes, I don't need Mediaba. My cam what?
Cemetery tourism.
What is this? Correct. What is this?
Cemetery.
Listen, we'll lay this to rest once and for all. Those who are rubbishing it and making it look like Yakofa bosom. But again, you don't blame them. Ghana must say but you know, in the West, the typical one is Gethsemane. You can go and sit there and drink fruit juice. But Obama maybe a microom, baby. But thanks to young Crawford and Habai, one walk or phone. And you whom almost. It's one through cemetery. It's through cemetery. Okay, low graders. So kwasi ame de say wako bi sa page no. Ghana, Medeba Ghana. The forts and castles na yede ton tourism, which is diasporic tourism no. Asem papa bi si o. Slaves. The story is not supposed to be good. So if we agree say yan fan krofonko Emra Ghana stories, Womoko Cape Coast, Elmina, to go and learn or know about slave trade and how pain why are we running away from other things? Because you're blocking tourism, tourist site. There be a tourist site. Me can't wait, baby. It was a mission man can't radio so the man chassis the assembly to make chassis. Do you know that there are countries that people actually travel just to use rough road? Because if you say on track my road near rough for that. Into a person could Jessica, anybody was so road road na yang they're complaining. People travel just to experience that.
Stress tourism.
Your bed. A bit to conquer no ma. And no ma. Okotrans sound no. There's a place at MS. About Spintex Road, baby. Lashibi. last time me cast na me come pass asiato and was ujao a hot to for in no man then bi etime mo bia in sit down ho the friend Clagon correct in no ma nti adibia qualifies for tourism depending on how wunipa na woton no why ready sell beton Romeo and Juliet kwesi asem na wa kan Romeo and Juliet e am pa na entura wonim Romeo and Juliet me no you beto we read the books
yeah
people are visiting Romeo and Juliet fie na say am pa we don't know but they have made it that is what they have to sell and it is working so if what we have one of them am I to kwampa a funeral we can agree as a people say funeral na cry yempe inti bia yento so first thing Friday wake keeping
yeah
ye wake keeping na dey be say 1 week what can wake keeping on dey 1 week we till one meto yes first no yeah Friday evening but the better wa ni also wonyai wontwa ntama ni eja ntama twa pe as accounts as we are ni identify another day be 1 week at the day na ye Friday na sama back o any 1 week na ye so idea ye younger before and young I Ghana for especially the accounts the gas people for the one ka ye nipa ye nim party ye who got up the last time party ofi our friends be ready
oh me na menye party na mbedidi wi ana adwuma ba be kumi so menye
ye nim party ye obroni de obeto a party 3 times a year na ba we then the Christian me ba we even if they are 10 on my party ye nim ye it was sure 10 bia ye be share bia no ntem na ne be the party tare ho ntina ye kwa wi another party
so mpacho honorable maybe and say be ya e betimi ati ase o tie nsema and enkomodie ni gina and I'm sure say reaction fee honorable Canadian Japan ba ni na ye nia ote minister kan ye ye kwa ye ministry no anani agency bi obe designate e the bus ba be si o ya ye wie na wie no mo be serve so bolo enko na ya basi amanfo e be form free okay womuntu ahwe nti all man fatum for instance o see o because no gina Kumasi na Ghana Ashanti region or Kasanti or the te say bonwiri e de fatum say na ebia ya fa amanfo ma ba yie no na wo mo ye de o makọ is that how am be no sa basis no efiri hifa why na etia sa kawe no mu besi de hu say amanfo ene eye we si ha sei sani man entina amanfo ebinum ka so we bogus policy ni account how say na mo be no mo me hu ye nti ase yi
okay when we say the tourism no we are only in charge of policy implementers nankasa the private sector tuga got off one associations ni bidin mabon
yeah
now one no we are going to liaise with them say fan say a year bi Kumasi means Kumasi wa ana mako okay busumtwe a year is around busumtwe and cover renew lake busumtwe that day I can book musa so be by JK me mo frase but ye nim lake busumtwe once kwasi Praton Peter said on crowd Jerusalem no nim say or heaven because you can't be quite blame Jerusalem say or heaven
yeah
when you know be say you crew we are here sa na yes so ye lakes ne nyama I can books no ma ayama so this event tour operating business goes to the organizer of the funeral and says that as part of Abia funeral I would want to engage some of your people who are coming for the funeral and then you market it ahead of time say omo aircraft funeral on this day that day about this area
me still lament you for instance me say there too many massive wewu that be ye say bia want to say me announcement I be see dey hu mo as ministry mo be see dey hu say
enye na be you
why na ye
okay let me say the tour companies
yes two can say we are bomudi Wamo dia no mo be see dey hu obi omo ye contractors ye nti asem nchire
okay when you decide to be business you identify markets It is the first thing you do as a businessman. You identify markets. Hefa enna yibinya nipa around this time. So this weekend, if I put on social media and market it aggressive, that this weekend, maybe Ministry of Tourism, GTA with Alisa Naminimino, Tuga for president. Alisa, then the organization says that there will be activities at Lake Busumche, then they do work Busumche, and they work another place, the Queen Mother of then Fee, about domestic tourism, about 4 places. Busumche area, Ashanti. So we are interested at. Just like a dance, they advertise it. If you're interested, you know you'll be going for a funeral in that neighborhood anyway. Then you punch in and register. Then modalities the company will agree with you. Uduwa, wherever I'm on, there'll be a converging point. They pick you because anytime these funerals require do about 5 o'clock out Zombisa. And you're going, where are we sitting?
So Minister KMBB to say, and that's my favorite part of it. I don't know what Sobolo and Co. Say no Sikano no say they'll be sharing Sobolo and Co. Sa Sobolo and Co. Free bus no. Why need you as I can?
I didn't say free bus.
Did
he say free bus?
I say yes.
Sir.
Oh. What's it? Bus no free. You come and put free bus here. But your other me and you, Minister.
Okay, funerals, people gather places. What we want to do with GTA, Government Authority, is that one of the funerals would also find tourist attractions in those areas where the funerals occur. So that when they finish, we're going to serve a lot of Ghanaian dishes at the funerals, Ghanaian drinks, Sobolo and Co. And then we can also bus the funeral, those that attend the funerals, to key tourists. If it's funeral in Ashanti, we bus them to key sectors in Ashanti. Ghanaians love funeral, and it's voluntary. For example, there's a funeral here, we'll make an announcement. There's a bus. You are in Kumasi, we're in Kumasi, that's what I talk about Kumasi. We can go to Bongore, the Kente. It's there. People are selling Kente, they sell at Sanders. When you go there, you spend the money. We are busing them free. When we go to that area, from there are restaurants and truck bars. They go and sit down there and eat. They'll buy water, they'll buy artifacts. They're enriching the rural economy by providing jobs. That's why you want to say we're encouraging people to take advantage of our funerals to explore tourist attractions and to deepen our cultural assets, thereby creating jobs for our youth.
Okay, so entertainment review soon now as you go Nebnai September that also yeah Dionunsia. Funeral tourism and come on, a minister for tourism, art and culture, Dr. Wa, and artist work as I'm saying, studio one, I'm saying, deputy minister for tourism, art and culture, Urama Kokrikumanti, I'm saying, or why need me artist, I'm come we are seeing. What you, minister?
Yes.
Interestingly, or can be about having 7 free Ghanaian dishes. So, no idea, me busa, Sanyama, we wine canono. Is this a bar or canoa? Saying Jim,
I can't say Okanawa, but if I would go into his mind, I'm saying I'll go into his mind because on him and discuss how we are going to do that. But say,
just an idea crab policy be a modi.
Debbie. Oh, so I can say a policy. But if we can, which means that he's considering.
Okay.
So, if I want to go into his mind, because he work on the freemen of the law, so we are going to his mind. Sometimes, I'm only thinking aloud. Some of these companies would say that I will sacrifice this and get that. Also, that hotels maybe I between catch say, if you sleep in my hotel before our airport, we'll take you back. I am in charge for car now. Or the back in and out. Maybe that is the direction opposite or can't go. Benokrano a negotiation with all the parties involved. It's early days yet to say plan to be achieved, but I'm not in a position to dispute to say or no kind or no opposite.
Okay. All right. So mamin koran kakra sami mo hanum se bia minim se ma waka na bia one person mo en se mi on person busa sami.
Okay. I understand the deputy minister at Church Munina, But me, one of the things I may say, Minister Kasa Waining and say, these are activities that yeah all over, all the time. Intino ebema will be who say a year there every weekend people are traveling and said you see no people go they bar you know, as you even explain it, hotels and others are already booming because of funeral. Inti enema enka ebia and shishe ebia different from what
me to say yeah they were cost dada.
Yeah,
I'm for dada.
Okay. Cost dada. Okay. And is boosting the defense the tourism no already. So say indeed say obema free buses there.
Yeah.
And also say enobe promote our sites no amanko for any aje ho so mbeko ebia no there. But as to utie dada, there's nothing new. I say yemfa bibi fufuro bi anka ho. Enti na make say bibi ti say yemfa nsenka
no, but say uko yes a year you call ebia obe high hotel obeda hotel ebia abeto aduane ho no say ebia abeton san amanfo nyi adwuma e no koso but on constra hwe me kanstra hwe a ebia ti say bon wiri ode ma ana ebia fan wako year Cape Coast. Now so okay Cape Coast any fine me bus ni abefa mu hwi ye de mo ko kakum mu ko na mo ko he kakum park and e bia okay we do mountains okay Bree Gardens yemfa mo ko honum say yes we be ko year no all right e bia beda hotel yes boa with local tourism ni ade but specifically e banon strahwe na say no de won ye me boa sami
ebinum beye.
Okay.
You might not know.
Okay.
Ebinum beye dada.
Okay.
Because ebia me to kwan akọ northern region I mean call hoda. Eye na de me kwa I might want to see certain things honum.
Okay.
Enti say indeed free buses there. Ene enke say free no kwa there. E do be kwa say enye see e ba beji juice ka bia ene e de be promote there ene mo free no mo make sure say be free.
Okay.
Na no attract more people say o many beje ho say o mo be kwa free.
Okay.
No account the promotion of the your friends site no ho ama so ebi o makwa akodi ho dance here. But to say the make no it's something, it's part of us.
Okay.
We need more innovative kind of ideas. Tourism na de kojo
does that mean say we no hun say innovation
kojo kan sembi the promotion of local tourism a week we don't promote it. They are not mechanism I promotion no promotion no here.
Okay. And who they will know?
Yes, and who they will know?
Okay.
So because we own say and say they say Dubai abefa a dance go Lloyd do say why. Any other African no mudi omo ye eyi and eda a sponsored videos no all over Ghana.
Yeah.
They should also do certain things. Ebe pop it up. Say KBA. Kwame Nkrumah Museum. Ya FIFA dancers. Yo mu ye ni de atwa. Na da so. Pa ubo YouTube na eba. Promotion no na say e cost more.
Okay. Me da say mama ma Tilekua. Sumbre me sure say deputy minister no tin down ti. Ye ba Tili.
I think say Sammy Rasta. E ko try no who try no. Asema me candidate no anu abekan you. Ucha no anu abetena ha oni me kan. Papa say udu stage bia eye nkoja papa every weekend bia otu kwan ekọ eye but onko tourist site bia da. We chin Ghana ha nyina tourist site bia ni ho enti say pato I think say me dimo number na papa afi otu kwan a me hu say obey me hu say me hu the trend no tourism now omoka no funeral tourism no where explain say ayade dada but I think the additional part of exposing other tourist sites now say we walk hope for a funeral walk waba onkono I think so hold on make us all this time to me it's laudable because me to kwa northern region quarantine way na say many opportunity to visit all the tourists I would take it. Someone like me good for me mon there I don't see anything wrong with the free thing. I think say if it is free put there even better because I mean it is form of advertisement. What work by ye? And remember of free bars. Next time you are an ambassador to the thing you saw to get people to come there, pay for the experience there. Every amount of free bars, but if you are to enter the tourist site, no kakra. And to me one day, if it's the free thing there, I really agree. Or more use free no for your people now to get them there because when you experience good one, you will come and tell your friends. Next time I want to go with my girls. And to free there, I get it. But as I make from the beginning, no, this thing was laudable. The fact that I am traveling doesn't mean I am going to the tourist site in that place. And if this is to drive people to the tourist site, I think it's laudable.
Okay, Kojo, Mami, you.
Yeah, a bano, a year funeral tourism, send on Abu Chichim.
Question says, what to be out to Matias here?
Oh, say so what children?
Yo.
I said I'm funny, sir.
Well, oh, said what children? A idea, a coso. Make our last and Becca say, I am to 4 years, and then I'm for your monchno a year senior. That sector near one place they could cash out because a year event, you know, as supersede any other event in the country, be where the name manema a canwa. Nemo no minyanti as a case funeral tourism. Nay say Obia or corner, the beer is centered about the funeral. Here be because a son or cast will be quite business or a business tourist. It will buy funeral home.
Yeah.
And a memory be brave or ho, funeral, I am fancy maybe a canny. Sending account for your may
but Ubisa, we now kind of say be a question. We am saying Mumbusa question because yes, is here an abamitrim. And see the bass nibisiona. Omo be ye pet and on bequana. Ebiana mean say, I dear ye know what Hanum saying in a bass on the ABC Abeka Johnson, Tessano Hanum say. And I'm sure ye dear man for call a Kwame Nkrumah Park or. Na me tetesa no hanam se na free bus me omuntimi ma me ntrem bia na
aha oh enti no metie nkomo na enye se ye be promote funeral tourism na mom ye use funeral no e dey promote other things as I say conversation it me clear because say funeral tourism dia na ye ba no ye be hwe se ne a ye no e bia ye ko sebe agofo ye we mo ye se ne ye because achim for ye or hawa ye no ni ade e no kra na say kwa mi ji nko share e ko bo tie abuja mo so pa no wa he etina yesua amamre no.
And again Gina Honum saying wa asem ya okan brings to fore asembisa ana ohwe senia openi ya Messi 2018 wono woka about amamre a year ahodoa nti wuvun so woka say oh kwan akanfo nti utimi say won mu adodo na wode mobile na wem so kru mu fiama no ni about 70 travel journalists and bloggers nti omo ba be kwan akanfo ye and in fact one call Wazo we no actually Volta any thing so now mo hwe kwan ya wo fa so a wo mo ye amamre se omo yiye se ne omsiye no
eno de solid but honorable mo de eno de enye funeral tourism no person promote you na mo ba mo yi ase na ne ya betwem afiri ho de makọ eye other sites e ho de de eno ne e ka se aye me ko achim ase na aye ba ho no mo a ye started aye bi abe 2 p.m. 2 p.m. no ye bubomu a bobonso adi asesu a atupo aye 6 eti practically no time ben na bus ni ba besi wono mo
mami musa o so ukromi ade man watu hu o ya sure pa se unim senia achimfo ST na ade ato ani na manfo ye de bus abesi o omu ntwa ma omo
ye be ye o papa yemfo mesi yemfo hey mesi senia eyi aba ya be transi bi abe 2 ye bobonso a ye num sikasa ye bibia afe na ho na we be santin ye be ye kwasi aboaje owo peace fm on na busuafo ne ye be ye bibia wie no nsia na nso bia na na asore na ye the party atoa so timbo se time ben e ye be ko site na bansa ne ye be to ye na so na say time ben mu na bas ni besiwo na agent no okwan be so no be convincing crofo na ka say time dey mo sorry mra na yenko etimi no
because I think he's getting it wrong. He's misleading people.
Oh.
That's another kind.
Hey, question. Never me kasa wo.
To me,
But no tell on radio.
No.
Radio every 5 minutes you lose and you gain a listener. To now can say no until or join is here. You know me and the Obeka say yes me can now dey.
There goes on umpo there. Yeah, audio na eti and audio no ho kra na e di nkomomo because the we are practically no or chere send ade no because here the bus no e ba besi ho and which is a fact. It is a year and I mean so minim send ye me da kra ba ko da manim. It is a time burn na odi bus ni besi ho and strategy no dey obi anya against but how effective it will be we practicalize no a menya sure say betimi aye adwuma fi say yeah can for enya dey it's time ben na bus no ebeba e na time ben e be ko bi aye obe 4 places to visit time ben e dey be ko sign
I was say one day one of your trips e be whether domestic or international ye dey woko what could be that
there be been
it's obvious
aye there no
anya ye wako as a tourist
mako Dubai wako
Dubai keke say why join it tour company be the way to kind
of tour guide minister can some mama won also obetimi do wako international na local manitro there you can international first manitro
I'm sure that sana obisa question you can tell say tour company be amfani to kind that is why obisa questions no bisan because obi otie ofie bia tour company to kind because when it is
okay but yin some no
okay to me ya no okay one Rasta you contradicted yourself we say we need promotion correct adi we ankasa Christ a promotional material
to
tourists I didn't ever funeral tourism now can a promotional material because when the tour guide Eka said this week area said it will be promoted you promote here that week activities in like Tilikan Obia Bako Hobia becomes an ambassador of that place when they go and they come back they tell the rest about that place so activities when we need promotional materials even by the minister saying it alone discuss it.
But could you can some way can ya a train margin basi then CCR no e kwa koye me say yeti and I nyana wrongly ask you bia yempe din fufuro bi mfa nto so
okay how me ba be kire
funeral tourism no
we are not wrong
okay
anytime me say be say ani say ye de na call round da na today a German just left my office and all come about how tourism we must package it. Let me say we do it in this country. Say obi eno odo betu kan a odo be kwa just one place o. The mekan dey me wetie. Nya maternity. In addition to cemeteries that are special due to their burial traditions, there are other tourist attractions related to memorial places in the country. The historical memorial sites in the something battle, the military cemetery, then the peace, then the British military cemetery, in the Turkish memorial, whatever, which is also on the UNESCO World Heritage List. All I'm trying to say is, also say, Ada, say tour guide power, and that's a tour company power,
tour operator,
on found one place, or packaging money look juicy. Me the me I insure no for e call Dodi ye akosumbo insu no so me the kan say ye wi a je be call akwamufia kochia nana nana kwafa koto it is part of tourism no and bebre na workers oh nya wank ye nim akwamufie ohen no fie ho and ye na wo kam yen o chan amane keka akwamu history bibia so the we made Nana palace a tourist site. It's yes one place the package about 4 places are very juicy.
No, share a year Urajide near about funeral tourism no. Ye ko akoshe a yahodo how a wɔn yɛ yie no how a wɔn yɛ wɔn amammerɛ in fact nti ebi afa ɔkɔ Volta for ebi afa sɛn na wɔn yɛ yie ɛno ne the tourism the funeral tourism
yes
but where deɛ mo fa yɛ fie yie na se amammerɛ na eba abɛsu mo
kwasi bacho twemba ɛyɛ ɔno Dr. Den no deɛ na wo kan and we are saying that when it comes to brand I can sabe maybe a Peace FM maybe could no mompe but Peace became successful. So when it comes to brand, how you decide to call your brand cannot be say me work din say afa me pieces and din say before it works. Brand is named by who believes in the vision and how he wants to brand it. Meaning why you argue with me on a brand. So they think why you din say. When Kofi Annan brought to me a landlord, I remember years ago. I saw any TV series called Landlord. I'm like, landlord they can't show each other. Landlord never catch you, and then an inferior. That's how come inferior became inferior. I convinced them. But to say that Obi say funeral tourism, it must be this. The cemetery tourism, I can decide to name it differently. Yes, a brand.
Okay, so no, your time now so my question back on so buy and said so let's say the car no bus na ba be see abeka junction hanum saying and na see ba be fe yie for yan ye ti abeka junction hanum saying no ma ye bi mintimi for bus ni bi nko bia na
I'm not sure you are one of them. Sir, no, the truth is that like I told you, the people who go we arrange before the D-Day.
Okay.
And yet D-Day na that base was ye pay nipa said no. The list to say just who could talk be a senate no. Obi sa dance so whoever a per se ye BB2 ye fancy Nigeria. Everything we plan on paper they'll know from the restaurant apart from 9 a.m. Hani Eko. BBI arrange on paper before over list of people who are going on to this bus. And we're going to be informing us to bus size on fa.
Okay.
Everything.
Okay. Could you Mama Sabakuna now Sami Makora na ye near upon your time.
Honorable Antimasi. You a subject I discuss with her. Honorable Minister Akase. One more on my bay yasino. You bet Fabi Diako. And when I'm there to practically say, I yet you okay, you'll be an sunny a year. You're not practicalizing and say, yet trans be a 2. Near upon bear 6. Time bear and bass no eba besi and yes sir tour guide eba family akọ eyi na make say me so be family akọ we so my time say bia o be family say o de me kwa we ha and you no na make say it is practical enti time bear na ye nim say na ye yetie
me pa chaw say na okay
because pass me yase na man for abejam na the bass abesuo fie ye na say man for 10 year na say no we see some mo atime yase no bi aka say me ye na man for
me no be ko am high works ye nyina
because minister ka say omo ye ye ni wia
correct
6 yes ye
correct wait. You are trying hard to find fault. A year be a new specific time at the point.
Miss me, ya can honorable. Me at somebody. Example. And also Asante on my Asante.
Who told you?
Oh,
Asante 6.
A year 12. A year Nankas, yes, I say 2 3 p.m.
Catch it. I say, Kojo Kim say, then tell me catch and say, a year be any specific time at the point say. Cook Ruby Aswa, Ubo man the body soon time, Ubi man the so late. Oh, Bia, what time? A year walk Abaco to Negu, Nipanaco.
No, but
if you say a year or time at the point,
no, a bet me, a man for bet me ako.
Correct.
But no ye, in fact, Obia ye, Mark, on sorry, by 2 o'clock. But best, what sorry in Tema no num.
And I make her say,
what sorry in Tema no num by a year
in Ghana.
Yeah.
Tell me, say your time at the quay any time at the point.
Yeah,
no, yet yasia. Oh, the main fans okay, any time at this year, yasi.
No,
which year what time at this year, yas, but I'm just say a year be a man bring with dear. No sia acha no sia near 2 ye wetu ntama ye no num me hu aman for so okay me ye me 2 bear no 9 me 2 bear no me ansa.
Oh say you are talking about no ye know Ba yie no.
Ba no yie no.
Kwakofa no.
Ni o yie no say no ni asem.
Dabi.
Na
ye ka say yie tu a.
Ba obi ba bejam yie. Na be no mienu de ba sabe so be sisa o mo ba.
The main interest ya yie no. Enye tourism no. Ni main interest ya yie no.
Kwasi if me my list me ho say me cook my me ko busumtwe. A year old man doesn't have control over me.
No, but man,
tourism ni direct.
Ubejam ya na oba so ko.
And na kwasi wo ti because we year am ko tell about ma. Wo ga si wo TV da.
Ebia do am no tie no bad me dwa kaka.
Me dia name na.
Same.
Name na honorable can because utie me initial way I say funeral tourism dey nim say a funeral then kofo bebrebe too quaint to adapt
anyway.
Yes, we know. Ahim for akese wu ma yes celebrating e. And if indeed ye wo man funeral is one of the culture, yes celebrating it well. Now say odi friend funeral
tourism.
But name the activities that the GTA and ministry they ban it doesn't have anything involved with the funeral there. Then I think it's something that we should consider.
You know, there's one
Mama Deputy Minister Ankasa.
There's one in Japan. You know right now Japan the top we are saying now in terms of international tourists. Now in Japan there is a my worry is the concept understanding that like funeral tourism be ni baby and yen ye chichere yesim kofu and then it is not true. Japan I'm sending my question aboaje. It says that why Japan's oldest cemetery is becoming a tourist attraction. All we are saying is say even if it is yebefani by using funeral, the idea is to get people to visit our tourist site whenever they go to funerals.
Okay.
And which Kwesi said again, these funerals we often forget. Some activities, musicians are benefiting from more crowd, but band funeral they get. Even when Gabriel Chidakon's father died, I guess they performed there. It is these activities, it creates in the ecosystem of the tourism art and culture space. She say any preoccupation back up is that area, and I'm sure she's milking it. It's all I want to say is that let's not see it as an idea. And we can funeral same year Ghana. Hey, Debbie, yet we party. The same funeral I can say. Now the way better we hear everybody's input. Could you keep one number? Who ideas be a fabra minimum? Rasta also one number. Who ideas a fabra? Build because it helps the ecosystem. Because your tourist site, like Kwesi said, Kwesi knows when you travel, most of us, we go and sleep. And you remember some of they help nightlife in baby and so but the tourist site people like Lagos, some other places, if I do Chrome, Safari Valley, all those places, this is going to advertise them.
Okay.
Because Safari Valley work order. Good. But when they can't say, oh, okay, this weekend on the mountains, tourist company, tour company way is putting people together to go to Safari Valley, to go to another than them Bosmase, I don't be then they Bosmase, other places are. I'm sure a lot of people will show interest.
Okay.
Upon new hotel, the bus might not even come to funeral ground like you think. Oh, it is the prerogative of the tour company. Say, I will lift you all up at Golden Tulip, or at Golden Bean, or at that hotel. At this time, 6 p.m., we're meeting there. Or tomorrow, at this time. But you actually went for funeral, and we're using funeral to drive business to the other places.
All right. That's it. Deputy Minister for Tourism, Art and Culture, Uramu Marco Krikumantin Artin in Kanoa. Yeah, Briano, the intimate trust. I mean, Pamfuasi, Kojo King. Who actually has a new one that I'll be playing for you, I'm sure, say God willing, Yawada. And Kwanya Wadin Hoa, Samson Oti, Tilly Nipa in Kan, Samuel Usasaroti in Kan. This whole idea about funeral tourism, well, minim how a Timau said to assume. I mean, that's Salama Spain till I say, well, time which she said, you the bread more, men faster than some Peter Squad, social media, oh boy. The call sign is on. Time to go. Entertainment Review returns, God willing, Thursday. Join us if you can. Kwanso Brebro up next. Stepping in till 6 p.m. My name Kwesi Abuaje. I'm still your darling. Grateful. Want to give you my make call.